Hello and welcome to another episode of Skyrim Stories. I am your host LD, and today we will be reading The Cake and the Diamond by Athen Muendel. I was in the Rat in the Pot, a foreigner corner club in Aldrin, talking to my fellow rats when I first saw the woman. Now Breton women are fairly common in the Rat and the Pot. As a breed, they seem inclined to wander far from their perches in High Rock. Old Breton women, however, are not so migratory, and the wizened old biddy drew her attention to herself, wandering around the room, talking to everyone. Nimloth and Oedad were at their usual places, drinking their usual stuff. Oedad was showing off a prize he had picked up in some illicit manner, a colossal diamond, large as a baby's hand, and clear as spring water. I was admiring it when I heard the creaking of old bones behind me. "Good day to you, friends," said the old woman. "My name is Abel Crediti, and I am in need of financial assistance to facilitate my transportation to Ald Redania." "You want to see the temple for charity," said Nimloth curtly. "I am not looking for charity," said Abel. "I'm looking to barter services." "Don't make me sick, old woman," laughed Oedad. "Did you say your name was Abel? Did you say your name was Abel Crediti?" I asked. "Are you related to Abel Crediti, the High Rock's alchemist?" "Closely related," she said with a cackle. "We are the same person. Perhaps I could prepare you a potion in exchange for gold. I noticed that you have in your possession a very fine diamond. The magical qualities of diamonds are boundless." "Sorry, old woman, I ain't giving it up for magic. It was trouble enough stealing this one," said Oedad. "I've got a fence who'll trade it for gold." "But your fence will demand a certain percentage, will he not? What if I could give you a potion of invisibility in exchange? In return for that diamond, you could have the means to steal many more. A very fair exchange of services, I would say." "It would be, but I have no gold to give you," said Oedad. "I'll take what remains of the diamonds after I've made the potion," said Abel. If you took it to the Mages Guild, you'd have to supply all the other ingredients and pay for it as well. But I learned my craft in the wild, where no potion makers existed to dissolve diamonds into dust. When you must do it all by hand, by simple skill, you are blessed with remnants those fool potion makers at the guild simply swallow up." "That sounds all very nice," said Nimloth, "but how do we know your potion is going to work? If you make one potion, take the rest of Oedad's diamond, and leave, we won't know until you've gone whether the potion works or not." "Ah, trust is so rare these days," sighed Abel. "I suppose I could make 2 potions for you, and there'd still be a little bit of the diamond left for me. Not a lot, but perhaps enough to get me to Ald Redania. Then you could try the first potion right here and now and see if you're satisfied or not." "But," I interjected, "you could make one potion that works and one that doesn't, and take more of the diamond. She could even give you a slow-acting poison, and by the time she got to Ald Redania, you'd be dead." "Bleedin' Kittereth, you done are suspicious. I will barely have any diamond left, but I can make 2 potions of 2 doses each, so you could satisfy yourself that the potion works and has no negative effects. If you still don't trust me, come along with me to my table and witness my craft if you'd like." So it was decided that I would accompany Abel back to her table, where she had all her traveling bags full of herbs and minerals, to make certain that she was not making 2 different potions. It took nearly an hour of preparation, but she kindly allowed me to finish her half-filled flagon of wine while I watched her work. Splintering the diamond and powdering the pieces required the bulk of time. Over and over and over again she waved her gnarled hands over the gem, intoning ancient enchantments, breaking the facets of the stone into smaller and smaller pieces. Separately, She made pastes of minced bittergreen, crushed red bulbs of Delarco spay, and driblets of Siciliani oil. I finished the wine. "Old woman," I finally said with a sigh, "how much longer is this going to take? I'm getting tired of watching you work." "The Mages Guild has fooled the populace into thinking alchemy is a science. But if you're tired, rest your eyes." My eyes closed, seemingly of their own volition, but there had been something in that wine, something that made me do what she asked. "I think I'll make up the potion as cakes. It's much more potent that way. Now tell me, young man, what will your friends do once I give them the potion?" "Mug you in the street afterwards to retrieve the rest of the diamond," I said simply. I didn't want to tell the truth, but there it was. "I thought so, but I wanted to be certain. You may open your eyes now." I opened my eyes. Abel had made a small presentation in a wooden platter, 2 small cakes and a silver cutting knife. "Pick up the cakes and bring them to the table," said Abel, "and don't say anything, except to agree with whatever I say." I did as I was told. It was a curious sensation. I didn't really mind being her puppet. Of course, in retrospect, I resent it, but it seemed perfectly natural at the time to obey without question. Abel handed the cakes to Odad, and I dutifully verified that both cakes were made in the same way. She suggested that he cut one of the cakes in half, and she would take one piece and he would take the other, just so he would know that they'd worked and weren't poisoned. Odad thought it was a good idea and used Abel's knife to cut the cake. Abel took the piece on the left and popped it into her mouth. Odad took the piece on the right and swallowed it more cautiously. Abel and all the hat and the bag she was carrying vanished from sight almost instantly. Nothing happened to Odad. "Why did it work for the witch and not for me?" cried Odad. "Because the diamond dust was on the left-hand side of the blade," said the old alchemist through me. I felt her control lessening as the distance grew, and she hurried invisibly down the dark Aldern street away from the rat in the pot. We never found Abel Sheritit or the diamond. Whether she completed her pilgrimage to Aldredania is anyone's guess. The cakes had no effect, except to give Odad a bad case of droops that lasted for nearly a week. Thank you for watching this episode of Skyrim Stories. If you like it, please leave a like and subscribe, because we'll be doing more. It probably will be an endless journey, because there just seem to be no end of books in this game. But yeah, so thanks for watching.